Moshville, the Moshville Times here with Embodiment. All the way from Bristol. Yeah. A slightly longer drive than me. I'm in Oxford, so I've only got half the journey you have. That must be some pain in the arse coming down that way.
Oh, not too bad. I mean, a couple hours, two and a half, 3 hours, something like that.
Yeah, same for us, about like 2.5.
I get bored after an hour. But yeah, so you guys are on SOPHIE a little later on. Is that right?
Yeah.
What sort of time are we looking at?
6:10.
6:10. You're one of the ones on my list actually. So I will be coming across to check you guys out.
Perfect.
You're one of those that, again, my colleague Ricky Moshville Times, I mentioned him a couple of times. Ricky, this is for you. He's recommended that I come down and see you guys big time because he's a fan. So I take it you do SOPHIE. You've been here before.
Yeah, 2017 we played the Bristol Metals and Masses. Got through after 3 years of consecutive trying. Yeah.
If at first you don't succeed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how's it been going since you won and you've done New Blood and stuff like that?
I think it's been going pretty well. We've got had some really great support slots over the years.
Yeah.
Like some of our favourite bands like Decapitated, who are playing today.
Yeah.
The Faceless, Black Dahlia Murder, Cattle Decapitation, Suffocation.
And it made a difference to you getting that break with New Blood and stuff like that.
Yeah,
do you think?
yeah, definitely. Like it really, the competition kind of makes you look at yourselves as a band, and you're sort of, you are in the competition.
Yeah.
So your mind does kind of get into that competition zone. So what are these bands doing that we're not?
Yeah.
How can we up ourselves to be better than we can be?
Yeah, it's holding yourself to a standard, right? There's a lot of really fantastic bands out there.
Yeah.
And if you're in a competitional environment with them, then you're gonna put in that extra. It's gonna motivate you. To try and do better and be better. And as an outcome of that whole process, that sort of 2017 time, we all got together afterwards and started writing Palingenesis, which was the last big album that we did, and that one was wildly successful for us, and that's probably why we're here today.
So when it comes to writing with you guys, is it albums rather than singles?
Yeah, well, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. Because when we first joined, we wrote a 5-track EP.
Yeah.
Had a change around in vocalists. We did those songs again, plus 3 new ones.
Yeah.
Released that again in 2015, and after that it was just an album.
Yeah, we did Dragged in 2017.
We did actually do a single in between. It's called Dragged Into Hell.
Yeah.
Shortly after, well, it was about a year later after we played Bloodstock.
Yeah. How did lockdown hit you guys? Because obviously 2017 you have a couple of years and then bang.
I was too busy shipping out all the pre-orders for Palingenesis merch, if I'm honest with you, every day.
We released Palingenesis, and then about a week later we went into lockdown, and it completely fucked us, frankly, because we had a big plan, we had PR, everything was all set. It was big. We'd done a huge amount of sales of the album and stuff, and we'd spent 2 years working on it, right?
Yeah.
So like not a
small project,
not a small project. 2 years working on it, and Finn did the production for it, and it's a ripper if you haven't heard it. And we had all this pro ready for it, and then pandemic hit, and we just released, and of course couldn't play any shows or anything. So it was in that time where everyone was like, there's still quite a lot of enthusiasm, before it sort of all died back on it. So we were really lucky. We had a really we had a really great reception, like worldwide. We had a lot in the US, and we had a bunch in Europe as well. We were in the Swiss charts for a day, believe it or not.
Well, hey.
Yeah, which is funny for a technical death metal band. I think we were between Queen and Beyonce, so so that's pretty cool.
That's a hell of a pairing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, right?
For a technical death metal
band.
band.
I know, right? Just for a day, mind. Just for a day. So
it's still a claim to fame, right?
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, Palingenesis is the big one. We're going to be doing quite a few of that one tonight.
Yeah. I take it you retoured after.
Yeah, so we did, last year, was it? I think last year, something like that. We kind of, when the scene stopped, because it was starting and stopping and starting and stopping, we weren't sure about festivals, we weren't sure about gigs, we had a bunch of gigs and then they got cancelled, and so last year, when it sort of started really to stabilise, we did the sort of the Palingenesis tour of a few dates, and we played it back to, in full plus half another album as well. We played most of our music, which was
that was the one we actually went out with our friends band Ambrius, who played Sophie.
Ambrius, yeah,
Sophie
awesome guys.
yeah.
We camp with them actually.
They're our buddies. We take them everywhere with us.
Do you know what? I want to say Sam, but that's probably the wrong
Sam,
name.
no,
It
you're
is Sam, yeah. Sam is such a lovely guy. He's just like
And he's
humble as fuck.
He's an amazing vocalist as well.
Yeah. He sent some stuff into the radio a couple of years ago, I think, and he was just like messaged us about if we'd like to play his song and all that. And he was so nice and humble about the way he done it. It was like, yeah, no brainer, we're going to play you. I hadn't even heard it at that point.
And it's a ripper. Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I think that community, I think it's grown stronger since lockdown. And everyone's a bit more like backing each other rather than a little bit of competition.
The whole lockdown thing, it kind of wiped a bunch off the slate.
Yeah.
In Bristol, it killed 3 out of 4 bands.
Yeah. Venues as well.
Venues. Oh well, I mean, 9 out of 10 venues.
Yeah.
At this point, it's killed a bunch of stuff, and we were just really lucky that we've got a strong following in Bristol.
Yeah.
People come and see us. We've got, we've done some great support. So as Finn said earlier on, we did last one week was like, we did Incantation a few weeks ago. We did before that, we did Decapitated in the Thekla, which was great. That was a really great show. And we've done some of our favourite bands, which has been amazing for us as musicians to just be able to, these are people that you've bought their records and you listen to their songs and you're huge fans of theirs, and you get to go and do a show with them and chat and hang out. And it's amazing.
That's going to be nice. I mean, are you? Have you got any other tours or any other bands lined up that we
do
know about?
Yeah. So in September, we're going with Cabridus.
Carnibus is how it gets
Carnibus.
pronounced.
Sorry, I know how to pronounce it.
It's a weird spelling. Great band.
Yeah.
But difficult to pronounce the name.
As a radio presenter, I fucking hate some of the names in technical death metal and stuff like that. It's like this is. You're looking at it. You're like, how do I say this one? I think you guys should send us phonetic spellings.
Yes.
And not give us like big long names that you get sometimes as well.
They actually, funny enough, they do on their Facebook page. So they've
Yeah.
actually got the phonetic. And they still get it wrong.
It's why our logo is like the fairly plain, easy to read text, because the pile of sticks thing, well, it's fun. Nobody knows who you are.
The amount of times people send me stuff in, and all they've got is a logo on it. They haven't got the name of the band or anything like that, and I'm like,
who do I talk to?
All the metadata's wrong. It's literally just like the name of the song, and you're like, I have no idea who that is. I can't play that. All important to PRS is to get paid. But yeah, it's fantastic. I think Ricky's played you guys a few times on his show. So obviously he's a big death metal fan. My boy loves his tech stuff. He's out there somewhere. So he's probably going to be checking you guys out at some point as well later on. It's been lovely to speak to you guys. Really hope we catch up soon.